The champions you see right here have two things in common. The first thing is that they were all released different times in raid around the Halloween season. And the second thing they have in common is their amazing character design. Can you beat the spider, the highest levels of the spider, with all these champions? It's going to be impossible. That's the biggest challenge right here that content creators are faced with, to face off with the spider with any of these champions on the list released around Halloween time that they can. So this is my team that I'm going to be using to attempt this challenge. I'm starting from stage 10 because obviously everybody knows stage 1 to 10 of the spider is the basic stage that you can do with AoE. So how far can I go with this team? I've put together this team out of the full list you saw right here. There are many ways you could go about it, but these are the ones I currently have on my account that are currently built. So this is what I'm going to be using. If you have any other options that you know can beat it apart from this list that I showed, maybe you can comment it in the comments below. But I'm going in right here with stage 10, and as I go along, I'll tell you about some of these champions if you don't know them yet, and of course what they are doing for me in this team. So we'll start out with stage 10. I'm hoping I can get up to stage 20. This challenge is being done by content creators, and you, the viewers, have some legendary skill tomes that you can win from your favorite content creators. So go watch the video and see how well they do in this Spooktober challenge for Halloween, because the spider is the one that most aligns with Halloween, right? Because you have cobwebs and spider everywhere for Halloween design. So stage 10 is going to be an easy cake for me. Let's see how far, whether I can get up to stage 20. Some of the stages are going to be negative affinity, and the champion that I feel is an MVP in amongst these 5 that I brought in right here is the epic champion, Miscreated Monster. I already have a champion guide out about this champion because he puts a big shield on my team right here, and I'm not afraid about what all these spiderlings are going to do to me in terms of their poisons and the hits that they're going to bring to me. So that's the MVP right here. Another champion that I'll have to point your attention to is this, what's her name now? This lady that is in the center. I don't use her that more often, so I don't even know her name. But if I can check RSL Hopper right here, Morrigan. Yeah, it says her name is Morrigan. Since we got her during the fusion, yes, she was available to be obtained through a fusion. I've not really used that. I don't even have a champion guide out about her. But today, for this particular challenge, I had to go dust her out because she's in the leader slot to make me go fast. If you can go fast in dungeons, you probably can run laps around the enemy and come around back to your skills. That's stage 11 done, down to stage 12. So Morrigan is helping me do a fear. Remember, for the spiderlings at any level from 10 and above, you most likely need to control them with fear, stun, freeze. So she's coming there with fear. Is it through fear or fear? So she's coming there with that debuff that is making sure that if the spiderlings eventually get a turn, I know in these lower stages they are not getting a turn. If they eventually get a turn, there is a chance they will miss their turn with this fear that she's putting on them. So also, Miscreated Monster has stun, so either you're stunning them and you're also fearing them. It's not a 100% chance to stun all the spiderlings, but it's a good chance to stun the spiderlings. But at these stages, we're not letting them take any turn because we are knocking them down. Morrigan also has a decreased speed on her A1, right? So that's because if the spider queen herself does not get a turn, she will not eat up the spiderling. So with that slow speed on the A1 that Morrigan is landing, it's helping me not require a lot of turn meter reduction, because that's one thing that spider needs a champion to keep the turn meter of the boss down. And once that is available, you can now run laps around the spider queen herself and then kill her spiderlings so she never gets to eat them up and take her health back to almost full, making the run a lot faster than it's supposed to be. So that's what I'm looking forward to, that A1 to just land. Now that I've talked about Miscreated Monster, I talked about Morrigan, I'm just highlighting the champions one by one. She also brings an increased speed, making us run laps around them again, like I said. So increased speed that she's landing on us is helping us to, get to our turns faster than the spider. All this time, all these lower stages, the spiderling herself has not, the spider queen has not gotten a turn at all. So next to stage 14, hope I can really get to 20. And yeah, let's see. So now that I've highlighted 2 champions, the next champion that is doing the most damage in this team is going to be the champion right here. Did I forget his name again? How can I forget this MVP's name? His name is Michinaki. Now I forget this champion's name because I've not used him in raid all this time. I have 2 copies of Michinaki, but I finally stopped sleeping on him, finally put books on him, finally built him, and I'm about to use him for my Hydra, not the biggest Hydra nightmare team. That's what I built this champion for. I heard it's crazy good and as good as the other bigger damage dealers we have for the Hydra, and that's where I'm going to be using him. But for now, he's going to be helping me with this damage in this team. You can see him taking turns whenever it's not even his turn. See, he's in a relentless set. For a Hydra build, for a damage dealer like this, you don't go savage or lethal. We go relentless. He can also be used in, I've seen him in the arena. So Michinaki is my main source of damage right here. Not in a damage set, but in a relentless set that will enable him to take numerous turns. The more turns this champion takes, the better. Just like all those enemy max HP nukers. He's not an enemy max HP nuker, but he requires a lot of turns to be suitable for your team. He brings an hex. A hex that he brings to the team makes you your passive work. So if I to check his passive again, or movable, can check out their skills when we are done with this battle. I'll show you the champion stats and everything that they are working with. So that's Michinaki. He's no stranger to raid. I've just not used him because I had other options like Acrisia and like not. But he is in that category, not enemy max HP, but it's very, very useful. He brings a decreased defense before attacking, I think, as one of his skills. I'm not reading it out, but I think that's what I remember about his skills, and he actually nukes hard. Did the spider just get a turn? No, we killed. Okay, I thought she got a turn for the first time. He is negative affinity right here in this battle because his magic affinity, while the spider queen is force. I mean, he will not be doing a lot more damage. My main sort of damage for most of this battle will be from War Master hits. Yes, Miscreated Monster has War Master mastery on him. What's his name now? Michinaki also has War Master mastery on him, including my other damage dealer right here. So that's 3 champions I've talked about. He also has decreased attack, right? Michinaki has decreased attack, I think. That's the hex he has already placed. So he's not letting any of the spiderlings get any chance of getting a turn. He's just doing AoE nukes on them with the help of other champions to take them down. Now, for the other champion right here that just took a turn, he's no stranger also to raid. This champion is one of the ones that actually has that Halloween feel. That's Brachus the Shifter. He's right here at this extreme end, and you've seen him only using single damage dealing ability, like single target abilities. He doesn't have an AoE. That's why this champion is not featured a lot in content. That's it. He hits so many times. I just waited for him to do that, and that's what Brachus the Shifter is known for. A champion that hits that many times is often seen in content like the clan boss. When you have decreased defense and weaken on the clan boss, he brings a weaken. He will hit so many times to proc that his mastery. That's whether you're using Giant Slayer. That's what you use on champions that hit that many times. He will hit so many times with that Giant Slayer mastery and proc it so many times. That's what he's best known for in raid. So he's also been featured sometimes in the arena because he can one-shot some high with some high damage, whether you're using him lethal set or savage set. I currently have mine built in a savage set that is talking about this Brachus the Shifter. No books on him yet, so you could see him using his A1 most of the time. I'm not using that multiple hitter skill a lot because I don't have books on him yet. He's not a champion I hope to use in the arena or the clan boss. That's why I've never featured him on the channel, because I don't currently have books on him. So because of this challenge, I just brought him out, put some gear on him, and see if he could do damage for me, and just add to the damage that I do on this boss. Now there's something that you notice right here, or if you've not noticed it by now. Whenever somebody gets a turn, Michinaki also goes. Even if it's not his turn, I'm waiting for it to happen now. That's it. Cost of the cost passive. Somebody gets a turn, Michinaki goes. That's the main way I'm using him, Michinaki, right here in this team. So I put relentless set on most champions right here in this team, including Morrigan, so that Michinaki can always join them. It's a 50-50 chance whenever there's hex on the boss that he will join that ally to hit the boss. Whenever there's hex on the boss. That's why I told him to start the battle with the hex. So he's going to place the hex right now on the boss, I hope. Hex. That's it. So whenever there's hex on the boss, Michinaki has a chance, 50% chance that he will join the attack. He didn't join this time around. Let's see again. Come on, Michinaki, go in for it. That's him joining the attack. Somebody else gets a turn again. He joins the attack. So that is his A1 is going to be proccing War Mastery a lot at the slow speed on the A1, and of course decrease attack on the boss. So if the boss eventually gets a turn, we have decrease attack, so we are not worried. We're getting closer to that stage 20. I'm just explaining these champions, their rules right here. You know this is not how a spider run is supposed to go. You know you're supposed to come here with some HP bonds and do maximum damage through HP bond. Whenever the spiderling gets a turn, they burn the spider queen herself. That's how we do damage to the boss. But for this fun challenge, let me call it that, a fun challenge where you use unlikely champions that you normally not use in these spooky spiders den. So that's what we are currently doing right here, using only champions from not a particular faction, just released during Halloween, and see if they can do spooky stuff to the spooky spider. Because they are all in the Halloween team, I guess. So Raid is still kind of in the spirit of Halloween, so that's why we're doing this content, to see if these spooky champions can deal with the spider. On stage 18 is the next one. Big lorries passing. Stage 18, let's see if it's gonna be a nice one, because this is the right affinity for Michinaki, who is the main damage dealer. My Morrigan taking extra turns with a relentless. You love to see it happen. And the big shield again from Miscreated. So far, nobody has even come this close to dying. Does this mean I'll go past stage 20? I hope so. Now, there's something you probably don't know, that any content creator who participates in this challenge and has the lowest speed in terms of the stage, the highest stage you could beat, right? You have the lowest speed. There is a punishment that you might need to cosplay one of these champions you saw on the list. So that's it right here. Your favorite content creator who came last in this challenge might need to cosplay a Halloween themed champion. So watch out for that and hope it's not me, because I don't want to cosplay. It might be the launch of the cosplay career for most people or anybody who comes last in this challenge. It's not just one of those ones where we just try and fail, and no. If you come last in this challenge, that's going to be an incentive for most content creators to actually put in their best effort into building this team that will come to this spider and nuke it like hard. I won't be surprised if people are doing it with 3 Michinakis, because they have him built already for their Hydra, and he will just come here, nuke and kill the spider. I'm just doing it with champions I already have built on the account, and any champions who don't have gear on him, I didn't even bother to bring them in. Like Eligaius was an option right here that I wanted to try, but I saw that he also didn't have books and it was in the shield set from way back when I used him in the what do you call it now, faction wars. So I felt like I needed more damage than just Eligaius. Eligaius doesn't bring more damage, so he replaced Bracchus the Shifter. That's stage 18 down. We're getting to the hotter part of this challenge. It's going to be a little bit more difficult and a lot slower. So hopefully I don't fail at 19, which is negative affinity for my main damage dealer, Michinaki. That's the weekend. This weekend is going to really helping. I made sure all these champions had enough accuracy, which is around 200 accuracy for this level of the spider, so that they can land their debuffs. So Michinaki currently at 200 accuracy is weird, right? Because that's not what you need for Hydra Nightmare. So if I'm to use this champion for other content, I'll need to boost up that accuracy a lot. Let's see. Even Miscreated Monster is doing some damage in terms of his A1 hits. The amount of shield he puts out is based on the damage he deals to these people. The spiderlings have not yet taken a turn. Nobody has gotten any poison on them yet. I think at stage 20 it will happen. And with my speed on Morrigan, she's able to consistently keep the turn meter of this boss down. Well, I'm waiting for her to do it again. Join the attack. HP bond is also on this A1. What's Michinaki doing with an HP bond? That's the turn meter decrease. You need more consistent turn meter decrease for a normal team, but in this case, she's my only source. Well, I think Vlad. Now that's one champion that I'm missing out on. I've talked about 4 champions right here and talked about a little bit of their skills, but Vlad is totally a stranger to me also, I'll not lie. I've never used this champion. He has been 60 on my account for a while and taken to the highest level of ascension, but he never got any gear on him until today. Remember, I was looking for more damage dealers, right? For this Spooktober team. So he was one of those damage dealers that is better than using an Eligaias, right? So he's coming right here. He also has a Vlad, another Constantine, I think he's also on the team. So most players who have Vlad and Constantine will pair them together because they have a synergy. And that's stage 19 done. So I didn't get stuck right here. 2 minutes run on stage 19. Stage 20 will be a breeze for me, I hope, because right now it seems like 19 was negative affinity and we got it past us at 2 minutes. Let's see how short it will take us to do stage 20, which we are currently positive affinity. Weaken again for 3 turns. You love to see it. The first thing, decrease defense and then damage. Let's go. Come on, HP burn. Finally, we started getting some damage now. And I'm glad they are not going for my main damage dealer, who is what's his face? Michinaki. They are going for the weaker champion in this team. Is obviously gonna be Brakos the Shifter, because his damage is based on attack. So I build him in Savage set. So with Savage sets, they are all going to attack him because we probably don't have enough HP or defense to survive their hits. So he's going to be ripe for the picking. Brakos have this thing where if he goes down, if he dies, he comes back to life. It's a passive, right? I think so. So when he comes back to life, he gets a turn immediately. So that's what I'm hoping to happen if he eventually gets a lot of poison and goes down. The Spider Queen is about to eventually or finally get a turn after all this time of keeping her turn meter down through all the stages consistently. What? Did we just steal it? Well, Vlad has that thing. If Constantine is on the team, he will steal it. But if Constantine is not on the team, he will just decrease it. That's 2 things. He can steal turn meter, he can decrease it. I forgot about that. I read about it. That's why I actually brought him to the team, not just for damage. He's not doing a lot of damage for me, but he does have masteries on him. And that's Brakos using his multiple hits. Can I get the turn meter down again? Because I do not want it to get filled up. Come on, more again. Don't let this boss get a turn. Stage 20 will be successful at sub 1 minute run. Nuke before it's 2 minutes. Come on, not her. Where is the nukes? Oh, did I just do it with my what do you call that thing that goes in an extra hit? 203 speed as my best time right here for this team. 203 dungeon 20. So we are going on to 21. Now for 21, we won't do a lot more damage. The start of the boss is going to go a little bit higher. So let's see if it's possible. So I got 2 minute run right here at stage 20. And we can't even do that maximum turn meter reduction over here at stage 20. So this time the boss is definitely going to get a turn. I just know it. But let's just see if we can do 21. We're starting to even take damage already. Slow speed finally. Maybe I should even start the battle with slow speed, because this is going to make sure the boss doesn't get his turn meter filled so fast. But I let Morrigan not start the battle with a slow speed because I intended to actually reduce the turn meter with Vlad and with Morrigan. That's it, turn meter reduced. Has Vlad used his turn meter still yet? Or turn meter reduction? Because this boss is about to get a turn. Hopefully when the boss gets a turn, there are no spiderlings left alive. Join the attack. So he did get a turn once. I'm hoping he doesn't get a turn twice, so the run doesn't be too long. All right, now that you know what is happening right here in this team, I'll let it run continuously in the background and see where I fail. So hopefully at that point we'll have to go back to the previous stage and record that as my fastest time. So let me just keep letting it run and still see when they fail. I might fast forward this part so it doesn't take too long, because you know sometimes the boss keeps getting a turn consistently until you finally get the team dead. So I just take myself off screen and relax and watch it while it plays. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I'll be right back when they finally fail. I never thought I could do stage 25 of the spider with a random team from or Halloween champion like this. I never thought I could get this far. That's why when I started the video, I was like stage 20. But here we are, stage 25 with 2 minutes on the clock. So I can fight this 2 more times to find out my best time out of that. And that will be my submission right here for this Spooktober challenge right here. 201 is my first best time. I'll fight it 2 more times to find out if I can reduce the timer right here. Remember, I'm trying to win legendary skill tomes for you guys that are watching. Hopefully, my time is one of the best ones. And what about hard mode? I don't even want to attempt that because that's a different beast altogether. It has different rules in terms of the boss, what the boss does and the stats and all that. I don't want to attempt that. I didn't build my champions for hard mode. So I just built it to at least give me enough accuracy to land the boss on 25. So I don't want to try hard mode. They could do hard mode 1 maybe or 2, but I don't want to try it. This is what I would suggest as my best time because that's what was said. If you can do hard mode, maybe you can try it, but I don't think my stats can reach there because that's what I think I have for my accuracy. I'll try 2 more attempts right here and see whether they will be better than 201 for stage 25 of the Spider's Den with this team. Be right back when we see the final time out of the 2 runs that will run right now. Okay, I think by now it's clear that I cannot get a better time than 201 for beating this normal mode on 25. So I'll take that first attempt as the best time because all these other second and third attempts are all going above 201 timer right here. That's my submission for this Spooktober event or contest for content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Go check out your other content creators videos on this playlist to find out what was their best time because we're all releasing these videos at the same time because 201 was my best time for stage 25. I hope that's enough to win something for you guys, a legendary skill tome or some other consolation prize right here. As long as I don't have to do the cosplay, I'm fine. I'll see who gets the slowest time and who gets to do the cosplay. Help me hit like, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more daily racial alliance content. Before I go though, I promise to show you the stats on these champions. So let me quickly go back to RS Helper and show you what they are looking like and how this was possible is because of the stats. Nothing else than gear. Gear can make anything possible in raid. And of course, the champions are well built and their masteries are done. So if I click them one by one, you can see what they are working with and their total stats right here. Brimstone, masteries, and that's for more regain. And the main damage dealer right here is MVP right here. That's his total stats and gear. No even, I don't even have a blessing on him. If I had a blessing, it might be more crazy, I guess. And then the next one, I love how his blessing was just executing the spider by surprise when it gets to low HP. But I love that. Savage set build, no books on him yet. Else would have done a lot more for me. And then also no books on Vlad. I think 1 or 2 books on Vlad. But that's his total start for Vlad. The Nightborn. And then finally the MVP that made me stay alive all this time to get this far and keep my champions big shielded in Immortal set right here. That's Miscreated Monster, who is no stranger to raid. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, guys.